so. Such a long day, man. I gotta get some coffee in my system. It's just boring, you know? Nothing ever happened. No. No. No, no, no! I gotta go! I gotta go!
Hey! Everything okay?
Oh, no! Oh, no, 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 no!
Welcome to Strike Force. You are an elite battle squad assembled to defend Earth. This is who we're up against. The alien warlord Ultimus and his Kree soldiers who have joined forces with Hydra and AIM. Now, I know some of you aren't used to fighting side by side with each other, but the world needs you to put aside your feuds and stand together. Any questions?
I am Groot.
Any other questions? All right, it's go time. Now get out there and save the world.
You need help with your Marvel Strike Force game? Then come down to the school of the Game Father. Valley Flyin' did, and he learned that you can't beat the Game Father. Valley Flyin'. That's right, I'm the 3-time Super Sunday Red Stip Blitz Orb champion. After I uppercutted Valley Flyin' in his vagina for the 3rd time, he went home and cried to his little mommy, and now I need a new challenger. Bring it, little boy. All with the fucking dope. I be ballin' like a
Gamers, keep on gaming because gamers are cool.
Alright gamers, keep on gaming because gamers are cool.
OMG.
It's so powerful, you can turn off the sun!
All right, how are y'all doing today? I got some interesting stuff that we're gonna go over. Karen the Backstabber, how are you doing? 40 months, man. How's it going? Thank you. I forget, you free times up? Yep.
Hello. What's up, Scuba Steve? Yeah, so there was an interesting conversation on my Discord server that we're gonna make a video about here in a bit. That I saw, Animan saw, and Steven Rastlin saw, which was interesting. Want to reach out with you, the Ultra Core scandal. I've become one of the permanently banned. Feel free to share your story or video if you wish. I was just interested in the top up last month. Initially, I was skeptical about letting someone log into my account, but the person that introduced me to him it seemed to be no issue, so I tried it, and 3 weeks later, the first ban came. My Ultra Cores were removed, and Diamonds on Blaster Thunderstrike were removed, in addition to missing the events that were ongoing at the time. Being a long-time player and having spent over $163,000 in the game, I figured losing $2,000, the diamond rollbacks, and missing events seemed adequate punishment. I understand people upset of core issue because I wonder how much I would have saved over all these years if I wasn't competing against people who had been paying a fraction what if I got paid. I understand permanent banning people that had been doing this for years. It feels unfair for some me like that had paid normal prices except once. Also, 2 people I know had used the top up 2 days before the original ban, didn't use any Ultra Cores, lost their money spent, and the UC seems unfair. Permanently banned people in similar circumstances, isn't it now? I'm sure there'll be a wide array of opinions, yeah. Insight on the issue. And then there's the customer service message for $163,000. My first thought is, if this individual hadn't been caught at the time he was, and would he have kept doing it another week, another month, another month, another year, another year, another year? So for me, how long someone did it doesn't matter. For me, how long they did it doesn't matter. What matters is how long they were going to continue doing it in the future. That's just how I feel about it. Yeah, so if you hadn't been caught early, you would have kept doing it for years, and you wish you had done it for 3 years. That's what I got out of this. That's what I got out of it. Like the post said there. I'll make a video about it. Well, see, they're making a case that because they didn't do it for very long, they shouldn't have been banned. And my thing is, well, how long were you going to do it for? Another year? Another 2 years? And you're only mad because you didn't do it for 3 years? Yeah, it wasn't. What they did was not criminal. I can't see how that would be criminal. I don't believe this had anything to do with credit card fraud or gift card fraud. No, I don't think it had anything to do with that. I think this was a straight up exploit / hack. They stole money from Scopely? Okay, I get that. I'm still not sure. Maybe, I don't know. I guess I never thought about it like that, but I was only thinking of it in the context that they stole money from my grandmother, right? Rest in peace. Yeah, all of them got banned. Yeah, all of them got banned. I'm assuming that means Dasir too. I mean, I wouldn't expect... I'm not going to expect him to say anything about it. Shoplifting? Sure. Sure. Oh, I don't disagree. I'm just not sure how one would prosecute that. But I don't know. Maybe in a different country, I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to make a video about it. My thing is mostly about I suppose. Yeah, they should be banned. I don't have a problem with that. Clearly, they should be banned. Holy shit. Like, I was baffled that they didn't ban people right out of the gate. When I figured out what was going, I was just like, oh my god. What's the holdup on this? Like, it was, like, confusing to me. Like, it made my brain hurt. I genuinely thought I didn't have enough information about this situation because the way they were handling it sounded so weird to me that I was convinced that I didn't have enough information about what really happened. Not the case. I mean, if they had a procedure or a policy where they had to do it, okay, fine. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to challenge their motives, but it just seems so weird to me. I'm sure, I mean, probably the logical, rational answer is that there was some sort of procedural, I don't know. I'm tired of giving them the benefit of the doubt. I really think it was, the risk reward seemed bad, and for them, the financial consequences of not banning the people outweighed any upside, I believe, is what it actually came down to. Or we can take their post at face value, which I believe that post was mostly correct. I would. I suspect that company or law firms that are willing to do mass arbitration situations against companies are solely looking for loopholes in their terms of service, and they have little to no interest on whether or not the actual merits of whatever's behind it. I'm dead serious about that also. It's like they probably already, like that one firm that's going after Marvel Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, probably already looked into Marvel Strike Force, and then they looked for a gap in their terms of service and their arbitration cause to see if it was worth doing, and that's it. Also, if anybody is going to pursue that, because a lot of people talk about it, but if someone's actually going to do it, I would love to hear and understand the process. Even if someone like approaches a law firm and the law firm says that they don't want to do it because of XYZ, I would be interested in that information also. Happy, how's it going, Chaseville? Honestly, dealing with a permanent banning, someone has examples, spent her thing, it should take a while to secure a decision. Yes, actually, I agree with that. That's actually a good point. I'm glad that you brought that up. Suppose I hadn't. Yeah, actually, that makes sense to me when you put it to me like that. This was a decision we made. This was not a decision we made, because that was the main issue that I had. But in this context of, banned, I could see them being conflicted about banning somebody that had spent $163,000.
We have identified a small number of players. Also, a small number of leaderboards. A small number of seasons. A small number of unexplained rosters. Possibly a small number of years. But don't worry. Very small. Tiny. Even.
You have no evidence of that regarding conjecture. You have no idea how long a lawyer took to respond to their questions. Who went to a lawyer? I guess I'm confused. I don't understand what you mean. Who went to a lawyer? Oh, Scopely has monstrous amount of lawyers. Oh, I see. How long it took for them to... Yes. Okay, I see what you're saying. All right, I understand what you mean now. That they went to their legal team. Yeah. That the reason why they took the amount of time is they probably went to their legal team. Sure. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that seems like a reasonable speculation. In fact, probably very likely. Did you say steak? I ate yesterday. We popped into a Korean barbecue. It was like one of those ones. It was like $35 all you could eat, and I ate a lot of ribeye. I think I ate a lot of a lot of tuna carpaccio. Oh my god. Yeah, we had some of that. I'm more of a fan. I feel like the ribeye is where the value is, though, in those places. Yeah. I mean, we had a lot of pork belly and stuff like that, too. We had all kinds of stuff. You don't like cooking your food in a restaurant? Oh, that's the best way. They always overcook it. Yeah, I get the meat exactly the way I want, and I don't have to wait. I love that. I can also eat when I want to. I don't have to wait for your food to get cooked because you ordered it burnt. It's actually warm when you eat it. Woohoo! it worked?
No.
Like it, okay. Yeah. I like it. Ooh. You like it too? Okay. Nope. There's a zipper right there too. What is that? There's a seam? I think it's scratchy. Maybe pull this one over the top. That's better. How easy is it getting in and out of that?
Actually, not bad at all. I did it myself. No.
You ready to go hiking, little guy?
I opened it up back there and toss forward.
Who cheated this event?
Yeah.
Who cheated last event?
Who cheated last season?
Here, you want to try next?
Cheated last year.
Who built an empire on bargain bin cores while everyone else paid rent money for gear? This isn't one bad actor
It's got a seat.
and a dream.
That's like a
Uh,
actual seat thing.
They say
and then how does he come out? Really easy? Oh, there's I see there's Velcro right here.
there's smoke damage.
There's a thing right here. You see this? You can just come out real easy with Velcro. Yeah, there's a Velcro and then a
Yeah,
zipper.
but that's like if he doesn't. Yes. Yeah, can
The whole damn game becomes suspect, son. They said they found the
Okay.
smoke damage in every room. Not one leaderboard, not one pass. The whole Hall of Fame needs
Anyways, I'm glad you're here, T-Dats. What we're talking about is this comment here. This was on my Discord server. We're going to go over it one more time, but this was somebody that spent $163,000 and got permabanned. And they have some thoughts. I have some thoughts. I do think that permanently banning somebody that spent $163,000 on Marvel Strike Force probably makes this because this was the sentence that bothered me the most in their statement. Is like, this was not a decision we made lightly. I was like, what did you have to think about? I mean, I guess it's someone brought it. I think it was Chiron said, yeah, maybe they probably had to go to a legal team and before they just start exploding, accounts. I'm not really sure, but that kind of makes sense. Oh yeah, I don't have an issue with that. My question is not how many times they did it or how much the value was. Is that my question is how long were they going to do it? Another month, another year, another 2 years, another 3 years? Are they upset that they didn't do it for all these years? Are they even kind of pointed that they're upset that they didn't get a better discount when there was follow-up? Doubly painful because I was charged more. Yeah, it sounds like they resentment. They resent that they didn't get a bigger discount. I don't know how long they were going to continue doing this, and it sounds like they wish that they had done it longer. It's kind of hard for me to feel sympathetic towards that. No, I don't think that. I mean, for a lot of reasons, I think people have different values and or, it could be even addictions. I don't even know. I feel like there's a lot of hobbies out there where one can spend more than $163,000. And $163,000 may have more of a meaning to someone else than it does to, let's say, me. Yeah, I do think there was some good points made. Like because the thing that bothered me about their post is that this was not a decision we made lightly. Someone suggested that possibly, to undertake something like this, they may have had to consult their legal team, and how long does that take? I guess that's plausible, right? Start over, start a new game. Yeah, and then that's the other thing. Like, something that I learned along, no matter how much money you've put into Marvel Strike Force, over a period of time, that value diminishes fairly quickly. What you're paying for is getting things in advance and when they're important. And, a lot of these accounts where people may have spent this much money on the game, a lot of people will put them on the secondary market, which is also against the terms of service. But these accounts never sell for a lot. And what's going to stop? I mean, if this gentleman wants to play the game legitimately, there's really nothing preventing him from purchasing an account on the secondary market and then resume playing legitimately if that's what they want to do. There's nothing going to stop anybody from doing that. Multiple legal teams, yeah. I remember that too, Zodi. That was a long time ago. God, that was like 8 years ago or something, right? Yeah, I don't know. Situation's starting to make more sense to me, I suppose. Couldn't Scopely track their phone number for login? I guess I don't understand. I don't know that they have access to your phone number. I suspect they don't. Oh, I have no idea. Is that true? I have no idea. They don't have my phone number, if that's what you're saying. They don't have my phone number. Yeah, mine's all done through email. They don't have my phone number. I didn't know that was a thing. I feel like part of the problem with Scopely and this whole entire situation, the more I think about it, is how they selectively enforce their terms of condition. And when they selectively enforce their terms of condition, people, I think for right or for wrong, it opens the doors for feeling that if they don't enforce it for this, then why would they enforce it for that? Yeah, I've never given. They don't have my phone number. All right. Well, my arena shard got a lot smaller, I feel like. Really? Yeah. All right, let's do Crucible and then we'll make a video. I love that. As soon as you go in, it rocks. That's wild. You know what I mean? It procs as soon as you go in. Wallets out, no kidding. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. That's where we're going right there. Yep.
Northern truth cuts through, no disguise. You're melting down.
Do something. Ah. Yeah, they did change it. Oh, did they fix this from yesterday? Oh, they did. They fixed this. He was like quite a bit shorter yesterday. They fixed it. I wonder if they fixed it because of on stream yesterday. Yeah, they fixed this. Holy moly, yeah. Or maybe it just was updated. Yeah, that looks great. Well, Spider-Woman should, I mean, isn't that the one of the more expensive comics is the Spider-Woman with her ass like all up in the air, and they took it out of production, so there's a very limited number of them out there. Right? Yeah. Yeah, it was essentially this one right here without the Spider-Woman covering it up, right? I don't see it here. Yeah, but it was this type of pose, right? But it definitely like showed her like, yeah. Different Spider-Woman? All right. Okay. How's it going, Anna, man? I don't know how long you've been here, but yeah. We'll make a video about this. Yeah, we'll make a video about this. So I'm going to get through Crucible first, and then we'll jump into that. What am I looking for? All right, I'm going to use the restroom because
yeah.
Be right back.
Log in, collect, nothing changed. Same store pop-ups, just rearranged. Yeah, yeah. New patch drop, yeah, it's kinda mid. Another event, but it's pay to win. 50 offers before I can play. Best value ever, okay. Sure, yeah. Ghost still gone, can't level a thing. Got 10 new tunes, can't build a team. Gear tear, 21 dreams, but I'm stuck in debt. Game says grind, wallet says bet. Crashing again, freezing my phone. Support ticket says we don't know. Well, harder, that's the plan. Spend more money if you can. New meta drops every week. If you're broke, you can't compete. Well, harder, swipe that card. Progress slow, pay goes hard. Free to play just falls behind. Welcome to the daily grind. Battle World took a year to build. Autoplay mode, yeah. Thrilled, reward so low, it feels like bait. But hey, there's offers, I can't wait. New character, insane OP. Locked behind a paywall spree. Arena meta flips again. Same 5 teams till the end. That vlog says we hear your pain. Next patch drops, it's worse again. Well, harder, that's the move. Skip the grind, just improve. Leaderboard full of spenders now. Skill don't matter, only how. Well, harder, don't ask why. Limited deal about to expire. Clock runs out, pressure hits. FOMO drives the whole damn ship. Remember when it felt like fun? Now it's chores before you're done. Log in daily, don't fall behind. Games got you
All right.
on a timer grind.
Trying to wake up. I've been up since early, but still, I don't feel like I'm awake. I even left the house already today.
They'll dominate the scene. If the scene is losing to minions and making me scream, this ain't a team, it's a crime scene. Here come the Star Jammers, looking real mean. Groove rocking havoc, Lil Angela, the queen. Howard's quacking, feeling real tough, but the fight's about to get real rough. This team's a joke, a waste of cash. They hit like noodles and tank like trash. We bought the hype, we fell for the lies. Now they're getting smacked by aim and hand guys. Oh no, they're dropping like flies. Hand minions punch them right in the eye. Raid warriors took rocket and mopped up the floor. Now Havoc's crying, he can't take no more. Howard's got a plan, pulled out a bazooka but he shot the sand. Lil Andre yells, we can still win. But Night Stalker sneezed, then she's down again. Bruce says I am Groot, but it's no use. The Ravagers just kicked him loose. Rocket's got revenge in his little raccoon eyes, but boom, got deleted by M guys. Havoc yells, I got this now. Runs into Red Skull, pow, pow, pow. Howard flaps and tries to retreat, but Ultron drones just pecked his feet. Scopely swore they'll be the best, but they flop harder than all the rest. Solden offers $300 a spin, but they can't even beat the hand second string. Got scammed harder than Maddox crew. Poured in money, now what can we do? Fell for the hype, spent all our stash. Now our Star Jammers belong.
MSF Tactics gone? I wonder if they were one of the banned accounts.
Shield wipe the team, Shield Trooper 2 OP. They lost to Shield with no Odin. They crawl away, full of regret. Groot responds, just to get wrecked. Little undersized, this team's a joke. Howard agrees, let's just go smoke. Scopely's got another must-buy team coming next week, and you just know it's gonna happen again. The perfect disaster of a team. No, not Star Jammers. That's Scalpely.
Alright, well, I don't know what I'm going to do then. Let's think about it like this. What do I got on? Blastar team. Damon. What's up, Herb? All right. Any of these rooms look super simple with a cheesy attack. I feel like there's a super cheesy attack to this, right? Just take out like Shocker and put in Green Goblin Classic, right? Yeah, or Immortal X-Men, yeah. Immortal X-Men, there you go. Or, yeah. Yeah. All right, so that's one super easy room. Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking. Brimstone there. We'll do Brim. IP Sentry with Yo-Yo and Doctor Strange in one. So I still have like Professor X, myself, New Mutants. I have an Odin team of Professor X. I have Blastar. That'd actually be super helpful. Bed at it again. What the hell? ET photo. ZT. So I have New Mutants left over, Professor X, F3. I have Odin. I have Sentry. I think I can beat that with like this team here. Think that'll work? How do we get ahead of the Franklin? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need to get a we got to put Sentry here. I could put Sentry. Yeah. Yep. Sentry. Got it. Yep. We saved Sentry from that room there. All right, so here I have Professor X left, and I have New Mutants. I got Professor, so I actually got this. I just, which room is going to do better with mutants, and which room is going to do better with Professor X? I know Professor X can take either room. Oath? Yeah, okay.
Soul, MSF ain't a game, it's a financial hole. But here I am hitting buy once more. Guess I'm just a sucker for the Marvel lore. They got my wallet, they got my pride. Now I'm stuck in the grind, nowhere to hide. Buy this orb, buy this pack. Progress is locked, you're under attack. Awful walls got me feeling broke. MSF's a store and the game plays a joke. So here's to the devs, counting their stacks while we grind and spend, just filling the cracks. Walls calling, yeah, they know the drill. MSF's a game, now it's a money mill. From the great white north where the fire is ice, Dorky Dad bringing heat sharper than Vegas dice. The Marvel strike force cabal and I'm leading the crew. Mobile complainer, this ain't the fight for you. You're all smoke, no spark and no follow through. Canada's rising while Vegas just blew. Vegas lights, but your shine's too dim while I'm skating on beats. Got the cold to win. Canada's my throne and I'm ruling.
All right, so where do in rooms 4 and 5, I've got to choose New Mutants or Fantastic 3 Professor X. Can New Mutants take 5 or 4? And then I can do Professor X, New Mutants on 5. I can do Fantastic Four, Professor X, and just destroy it, right? I have Professor X, Fantastic Four, and then I also have New Mutants. Do New Mutants 5, Fantastic Four, Professor X, and 4. If something goes sideways in 5, then I could come back with Vigilante to clean it up, I guess. All right, this will be fun to get away from all the drama that's going on in Marvel Strike Force. Looks like it's kind of settled out a tad, and now we're going to be playing Cosmic Crucible. We're going to try to enjoy myself. So let's see if we can get through this with a Damon team. I'm going to be able to save Sentry here for another room. Let's see. We want to do Damon, APOC, Yo-Yo, Iron Patriot, and then we'll use Sentry a little bit later in the next fight. This is going to be all or nothing. I'm a tad scared. Hopefully I have enough damage here. Go, 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 go. Here we go. So Professor X is the reason why that worked, right? Yeah. Because Professor X was the one that died, so I got the double tap. All right. Fantastic. It felt good. All right. We're going to try to get ahead of this room here. We're going to shut down the speed bar with Sentry. And we got Oath. Oath should make us a tad faster. Sentry will shut down Mephisto and some other stuff there. This is kind of a brute force. I had another diamond to her yesterday. Her diamonds are now available in the Elite store. So now she's a 3 diamond, which means, well, she just pops off, right? She's such a good character. I love her on death, enemy death. She starts pinging them. Okay, all together now. Yeah, that's great. Goodbye. Wow, that was great. That was great. All right then. Fantastic. All right, we're going to do the next one. I got to use a Blastar team here. You know what? I'm going to come back to that. Let's go and do like yeah, let's just do that. Fantastic 3. And yeah, let's do it like that. I think we'll get through it. We've got Dormammu, Fantastic 3 or 4. Feels like we always play it in groups of 3, so that'll be there. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. Rip Dormammu. Okay. Okay. All right, well. Oh my god. Gotta get rid of you, I suppose. This is actually a little, I suppose I could have paused right there. Oh my god. Right? I could have paused there when Phoenix died and not have to deal with Omega Red getting revived. Okay, there we go. So let's keep going. And we're going to use New Mutants here. And I don't know if New Mutants... Actually, you know what? I don't know what it is. I like doing the hard matches last. I feel like I go on tilt more often than not when it goes sideways. So it's like, I just want to get through some good stuff. All right. Got to build the confidence. I don't want to, you know. All right, let's stun those guys. Or delete them. I like that plan too. Okay, I think that's that. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do New Mutants in 5, which I don't know if that'll work or not. Then I've got a Blastar comp over there. You know what? Let's do something. Let's make this feel a little better. Let's just throw in an Odin there. For good measure. Yeah, let's put an Odin in there. And then we'll do Blastar in the last room, and then I think I can run like Kahori and... Let's see, you're gonna go first. Oh, wipe? No, that's right. She messes with Odin. Might be okay, though. And she gets rid of the battlefield effect, so Odin was probably a poor choice here. Well, that's awful, right? Well. All right. Well, not great. All right, we'll go clean that up with... Yeah, that was bad. I think I should have used Mephisto there. Actually, let's do this for fun because I'm bored. Yeah, I should have did the full... I feel like the Odin thing where was a total mistake because of Satana. Complete mistake. Yeah, I mean, if I quite possibly could lose the match because of that Odin choice, which was bad. Okay. All right, let's go over here and get her done. Let's do, so this is going to be a Blastar team. I'm just going to throw a lot of random stuff in here. Thunderstrike. What do we else we got? Blastar, Kahori. There's somebody else that I thought would be interesting in here. Do Old Man Logan. I had somebody else I wanted to put in here, but now I don't remember. Let's see. Do I use Old Man Logan or Big Time Spider-Man or Shadow King or Emma or... We got a whole bunch of choices here. I don't know if it matters. Super Scroll's also an option. Yeah, let's do Super Scroll. All right. See how this goes. Yeah, why not? See if we get anywhere on this. I guess I'm going to say that Mephisto versus Null is generally a bad idea. But I can do a rewind here if I want. Or I could bring in Blast. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll bring in Blastar. Who's going to have the most HP? You? All right. No worries. All right, let's keep going. All right, let's see if we got a W. I think if I lose, I lose. I lose because I dropped that attack. Let's see where we're at. All right, so my defense held a little better. Where did they run into trouble? So that was Accursed. Then we've got Phoenix Force with Nightcrawler. Oh, they had some problems there. And Blue Marvel. They ran over that. Yeah. Exalted and Daring Warriors did the job. All right. Bye for now. Oh, Skirmisher on Blastar was left over from the Null fight. Yeah, they do. He could be a striker, sure. And depend he does both. All right, let's make a video about I was you're reading my mind. You're reading my mind, Steven. That's exactly what I was thinking about right now, this second. So, my question about that, yeah, is maybe the legal team, right? But then why do they go to the effort of removing all the diamonds and all that shit? If they're just waiting for like a legal department to confirm that it's go ahead and ban these guys, why did it take this long? You just lost 8 of 10 battles? Well, keep going, babe. 15 jabs. I'm gonna play Raid here right after I make this video. Let's go to Reddit real quick. Oh, also, I think I want, nah, not really. I'm trying to figure out how I can get it to 8 minutes or longer. Actually, I don't care. The topic is fine. The problem I'm having with making the video is I really, really, really want to talk shit about this guy right here. It's just kind of not how I... For just for like personal reasons, I think I shouldn't. Now he said you could use go ahead. Feel free to share my story. Yeah, this was not sent to me privately. This was on my public Discord. This was not a private message. Yeah. Yeah, this was not a private message. Yeah, I get it. No, I'm not gonna. It's just that I don't like to kick people while they're down. If that makes any sense, on a personal level. So for me, I'm not gonna say anything nice, but I don't need to say it rude or mean. I don't need to say stuff like "rip bozo," "get fucked." I mean, that's just not how I am. If that makes any sense. Yeah, it's just I don't like kicking people when they're down on a personal level. You don't have to show the screenshot. I will show the screenshot. Yeah, the guy wanted me to show the screenshot. Pretty sure the comment section's gonna say "rip bozo" to this guy anyways. Okay, I still have to do this. Yeah. All right, I was no, what's he? This was a post on my Discord server, my public how do I say that? Public Discord server. All right, this was posted on my Discord server, my public Discord server, so this was not a private message. And the reason why I'm posting this video and talking about it is that this person right here wasn't in fact banned, and they had spent $163,000 in Marvel Strike Force. And one of the top questions on Reddit yesterday was about the permanent bans now back. You know, the top thing was, did they really though? Well, yeah, they did. So I'm going to read this. I have some thoughts. I don't have a lot of sympathy towards this individual, but let's start this over. Yesterday, Scopely banned all the Ultra Core top off people. And one of the top questions here on Reddit was, did they really though? And this was a message sent to me on my Discord. It wasn't sent to me privately. This was on the public part of my Discord for everyone to see. And they said that I could use it in a video. Not a lot of sympathy, but this person's got receipts that they actually had spent $163,000 in Marvel Strike Force. And yes, they got banned. So I want to read this because I have some thoughts about this, and I think there's some other stuff that we could talk about here. I wanted to reach out to you about the Ultra Core scandal, as I've become one of the permanently banned. Feel free to share my story in your videos if you wish. I was just introduced to Top Up last month. Initially, I was skeptical about letting someone log into my account, but the person that introduced me to him used him and seemed to be no issues, so I tried it. Then in 3 weeks later, the first ban, my Ultra Cores were removed and diamonds on Blaster Thunderstrike were removed in addition to missing the events that were ongoing at the time. Being a longtime player and having spent over $163,000 on the game, I figured losing $2,000, the diamond rollbacks and missing events seemed adequate punishment. I understand people being upset about the Ultra Core issues because I wonder how much I would have saved over all these years if I wasn't competing against people that had been paying a fraction of what I had paid. And I'm going to come back to that. I understand permanently banning people that have been doing this for years, but I feel it's unfair to someone like me that had paid normal prices except once. Also, there are 2 people I know that used the top up just 2 days before the original ban, didn't use any Ultra Cores, lost the money they spent and the Ultra Cores. Seems even more unfair to permanently ban people with similar circumstances, but it is what it is now, and I'm sure there'll be a wide array of opinions. Yeah, and I have some. Hopefully, we'll help provide some additional insight on the issue. And then this is when you message customer support, you can ask them what is the total amount you have spent on Marvel Strike Force. And then you do have to verify some things. Like they give you some I don't remember, but there's a bunch of stuff you have to verify. They don't just give it to you. Like in the past, they would just send you the information, but now they don't. And it says currently a total of $163,000 has been invested in this. Now, I take issue with the word invested. Invested should never be used in Marvel Strike Force. There's zero investment in Marvel Strike Force whatsoever. It's literally entertainment, and that money is gone. In the same way, if you went to a movie and ate a lot of popcorn and you took your whole family, that time is what you got for that entertainment, and then the money is instantly gone. So I have a couple questions. My question is this. How long was this individual willing to do this for if they hadn't have gotten caught? Were they going to do it for another week, another month, another year, another 2 years, another 5 years? It sounds like they have a slight resentment that they didn't do it earlier. Would they have done it for all these years if they could have? That's the type of questions I have. It's like, because that is the problem. You know what I mean? That is the problem. Now, the one thing that did cross my mind is one of the main issues that I took with the post from yesterday is that this was not a decision we made lightly, because to me, it felt like it should be something that should just be like poof. They should make a decision, ban people, keep the competitive integrity of the game. A lot of speculation, even on my part, was that they waited to see what was going to be the most financially advantageous to them. Also, it was brought to my attention that potentially, permanently banning people that had spent $163,000 on the game, that maybe it has to go through some sort of legal process and multiple legal teams there over at Scopely. But then when I think about that, I also go, well, then why do they go to all that effort of removing diamonds and trying to rectify leaderboards and the such like that? If they were considering permanent banning people on the first time that they made their announcement, I don't know when that was, a while ago, then why did we're still waiting to make a decision what to do. And I know a lot of the banned people, from what I could see, were upset that they actually went and legitimately bought Toxin, I guess, and now they're going to have to request refunds from Google Play or wherever they actually legitimately did it. So I don't know, not a lot of sympathy there. Other thing too, I used to play in one of the top alliances in the game. I believe at one time we were like, it doesn't matter. And there were people that retired from the game, and they would often give their accounts away, or they would try to sell them on the secondary market for nothing. I mean, these were people that had spent, high amounts, maybe even more than this amount here. And You know, if they went into the secondary market and tried to sell it, which is completely against the terms of service and don't recommend, and nor do I suggest anybody go doing that, they could only get a very, very small, you know, sometimes they were lucky to even get $1,000 for that account that they had maybe spent tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on it. So there is no value. And even when people would gift accounts to other players, those accounts would degrade and get power crept unless the new player on that account spent a lot of money to keep the account current. They weren't strong for very long unless you were willing to dump lots of money on that. And also, for that matter, you know, if this individual here was willing, you know, to participate in this, which should be bannable, why wasn't it bannable? That's what I want to know. Other than the amount that he had spent, I suspect that, you know, this would have just kept going and going and going. And what does that mean? And there's nothing stopping these banned accounts from going on the secondary market and purchasing accounts and, I don't know, either trying to continue doing this, I don't have any idea, or maybe purchasing separately. There was another comment here where, you know, Steven Wrestling, you're the best, by the way, said, thank you for sharing. He was responding to that one and says, definitely a painful lesson. Definitely painful because I was charged a lot more prices than I had posted some videos. So he's annoyed that he didn't get a better discount. I don't know. All of this just feels weird to me. And I'm sure in the comment section, people have other things. I don't know. For me, the competitive integrity of the game is going to matter if you're going to participate in leaderboards. And I'll just be straight up right here. I hate the leaderboards. But let's just say what they really are. They're auctions. It's an awful system. And I know that other games have them. And I don't like them there either. They don't feel good. Nothing about it feels right. At this point, you know, I don't really want to jump into leaderboards, but I am more willing to spend more money, you know, right here, $3, kind of going throwback to my old offer review days, right? $3, 1,500 cores. You can convert, and then some training materials. You can convert these cores into shards for the new Symbiote 6 team, which they just opened up, I believe, yesterday. So I'm going to be buying this. I'm going to buy this twice. Maybe we should bring back offer review. I know yesterday when this came through, many people in my chat said, yeah, okay, I'm going to buy the pass now. I feel more comfortable with this. To me, this still seems weird that they actually had to take this long to come to this decision. I mean, outside that they needed to consult legal to see if they could get away with banning accounts that had spent this types of money. I really don't understand it. Most of this situation still completely baffles me, especially the part about VPNs and the exchange rates that were going on for perhaps years, and they didn't do anything to rectify that. That VPN issue, which I think is separate from the banning issue, still affects the leaderboards the same ways. And if there's going to be any kind of leaderboard where people are spending real money, you know, it's just, the whole thing is weird. All right. I'm going to be posting more like Crucible and War videos and things like that because I want to get back to playing the game. Holy moly. I'm tired of this. I'm really tired of this at this point. I'll probably still complain some more, but that's not the point. I am tired of it. Bye for now. Yeah. I just because I'm experiencing fatigue on it doesn't mean I'm not going to make more videos. Yeah, but I'm just experiencing fatigue on it. I'll real talk, real talk. In general, like people say wild things about the end of Marvel Strike Force, the game is going to close, blah, blah, blah. When they didn't ban these accounts, it was the first time I thought, oh shit, this game is done. How do they recover from this? I've never really thought that. I never really thought that. But it crossed my mind. It actually crossed my mind. It's like, boy, I don't know how you recover from this if you're going to go down that direction. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah. Doomsday and Secret Wars coming up with a huge boost to the game. I hope so. I hope so. I mean, I want the game to thrive. Obviously, my occupation, my livelihood, you know, me being able to afford Monster Energy drinks and salmon-colored sunglasses and studio prop $100 bills depends on the future of Marvel Strike Force being a game. I'm just saying, I'm not going to be able to buy a lot of eye patches if this game goes down. Oh, 12K training minutes for $99? Ooh, I don't know, man. That seems like a lot. Seems like a lot of money. Have you bought the battle passes? Hold on. When you're considering spending $100 in the game, my first question is, have you bought the battle passes? If you've bought the battle passes and you're still having a training material shortage, then maybe that's something I would consider. But I have found that because I've purchased the battle passes, I haven't had issues like that. Yeah, and this guy is pissed off that he lost the $2,000. That wasn't money that Scopely got. That was $2,000 that evaporated into some hacker's bank account.
$80 for a battle pass. No G21. No ISO 5. What are we doing? Angel in the past, whole game shook. Players with the blow light, hold up, look. Same old price climb, that's rewards inside. Everybody staring at the screen wide-eyed. G21 gone where the gear at. Yeah, we hear that. ISO missing, value in ghost. Not a whole community roasting the post.
I don't know.
Every 2 weeks, not even spending saying this too steep. $20 buys getting pushed aside. Welcome to the Kraken. Only ride. $80 for the Angel Pass. Old player base saying ain't no way that lasts. This rewards, but the price go up. Every single patch got another cash grab. Angel Pass drama, tension rise. People looking at the offers like nice try. Progress slower if you don't pay fast. Biggest backlash from a battle pass. Team look cool, but the lock feel dirty. F2P, Angel stuck at level 30. 2 yellow stars, basically dead.
Would they complain about the ban? I suppose you know, anybody would complain, right? I guess I don't understand. I mean, I guess I don't know what would motivate people to complain or not. I guess I don't understand what you mean. Would they complain about the ban? I have no idea what cheaters would do. If that's what you're saying. It would not surprise me if they did. I think people will do whatever. Especially if you have nothing to lose by you know, like, what's the upside to staying quiet? Well, you're still banned. What's the upside to complaining? Well, maybe you'll get public sentiment. I mean, you're still banned. It's like asking a girl out on the date. You know, if you don't ask her, the answer is still no. Yeah. So I don't know how people like that react. Nope, absolutely. Not only that, but they could also buy an account. There's nothing stopping them from buying an account and then legitimately spending on that bot account. There's nothing stopping them from doing that. Oh, no! Fuck! Oh, my God. All right, well, we're just going to do that. Oh my God, I published the wrong video. Fuck me. Fuck me. I published the wrong video. Fuck. All right, well, fuck me. This will be fun to get away. All right, this is the one that I wanted to watch. Yesterday, Scopely banned all the ultra-core top-off people, and one of the top questions here on Reddit was, did they really though? And this was a message sent to me on my Discord. It wasn't sent to me privately. This was on the public part of my Discord for everyone to see. And they said that I could use it in a video. Not a lot of sympathy, but this person's got receipts that they actually had spent $163,000 in Marvel Strike Force, and yes, they got banned. So I want to read this because I have... Oh, how'd you know? Some thoughts? Oh, yeah. Oh, shrimp tacos?
Dinner last night.
Okay. About this, and I think there's some other stuff that we could talk about here. I wanted to reach out to you about the Ultra Core scandal, as I've become one of the permanently banned. Feel free to share my story in your videos if you wish. I was just introduced to Top Up last month. Initially, I was skeptical about letting someone log into my account, but the person that introduced me to him used him and seemed to be no issues, so I tried it. Then in 3 weeks later, the first ban, my Ultra Cores were removed and diamonds on Blaster Thunderstrike were removed in addition to missing the events that were ongoing at the time. Being a longtime player and having spent over $163,000 on the game, I figured losing $2,000, the diamond rollbacks and missing events seemed adequate punishment. I understand people being upset about the Ultra Core issues because I wonder how much I would have saved over all these years if I wasn't competing against people that had been paying a fraction of what I had paid. And I'm going to come back to that. I understand permanently banning people that have been doing this for years, but I feel it's unfair to someone like me that had paid normal prices except once. Also, there are two people I know that used the top up just 2 days before the original ban didn't use any Ultra Cores, lost the money they spent and the Ultra Cores.
Yeah.
It seems even more unfair to permanently ban people with similar circumstances. But it is what it is now, and I'm sure there'll be a wide array of opinions. Yeah, and I have some. Hopefully, we'll help provide some additional insight on the issue. And then this is, when you message customer support, you can ask them what is the total amount you have spent on Marvel Strike Force. And then you do have to verify some things. Like they give you some, like, I don't remember, but there's a bunch of stuff you have to verify. They don't just give it to you. Like in the past, they would just send you the information, but now they don't. And it says currently a total of $163,000 has been invested in this. Now, I take issue with the word invested. Invested should never be used in Marvel Strike Force. There's zero investment in Marvel Strike Force whatsoever. It's literally entertainment, and that money is gone. In the same way, if you went to a movie and ate a lot of popcorn and you took your whole family, that time is what you got for that entertainment, and then the money is instantly gone. So I have a couple questions. You know, my question is this. How long was this individual willing to do this for if they hadn't have gotten caught? Were they going to do it for another week, another month, another year, another 2 years, another 5 years? It sounds like they have a slight resentment that they didn't do it earlier. Would they have done it for all these years if they could have? That's the type of questions I have. It's like, because that is the problem. You know what I mean? That is the problem. Now, the one thing that did cross my mind is one of the main issues that I took with the post from yesterday is that this was not a decision we made lightly, because to me, it felt like it should be something that should just be like, poof, they should make a decision, ban people, keep the competitive integrity of the game. You know, a lot of speculation, even on my part, was that they waited to see what was going to be the most financially advantageous to them. Also, it was brought to my attention that potentially, you know, permanently banning people that had spent $163,000 on the game, that maybe it has to go through some sort of legal process and multiple legal teams there over at Scopely. But then when I think about that, I also go, well, then why do they go to all that effort of removing diamonds and trying to rectify leaderboards and the such like that? If they were considering permanent banning people on the first time that they made their announcement, I don't know when that was, a while ago, then why did they? We're still waiting to make a decision what to do. And I know a lot of the banned people, from what I could see, were upset that they actually went and legitimately bought Toxin, I guess, and now they're going to have to request refunds from Google Play or wherever they actually legitimately did it. So I don't know, not a lot of sympathy there. Other thing too, I used to play in one of the top alliances in the game. I believe at one time we were like, it doesn't matter. And there were people that retired from the game, and they would often give their accounts away, or they would try to sell them on the secondary market for nothing. I mean, these were people that had spent, you know, high amounts, maybe even more than this amount here. And, you know, if they went into the secondary market and tried to sell it, which is completely against the terms of service and don't recommend, and nor do I suggest anybody go doing that, they could only get a very, very small, you know, sometimes they were lucky to even get $1,000 for that account that they had maybe spent tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on it. So there is no value. And even when people would gift accounts to other players, those accounts would degrade and get power crept unless the new player on that account spent a lot of money to keep the account current. They weren't strong for very long unless you were willing to dump lots of money on that. And also, for that matter, you know, if this individual here was willing, you know, to participate in this, which should be bannable, why wasn't it bannable? That's what I want to know. Other than the amount that he had spent, I suspect that, you know, this would have just kept going and going and going. And what does that mean? And there's nothing stopping these banned accounts from going on the secondary market and purchasing accounts and, I don't know, either trying to continue doing this, I don't have any idea, or maybe purchasing separately. There was another comment here where, you know, Steven Wrestling, you're the best, by the way, said, thank you for sharing. He was responding to that one and says, definitely a painful lesson. Definitely painful because I was charged a lot more prices than I had posted some videos. So he's annoyed that he didn't get a better discount. I don't know. All of this just feels weird to me. And I'm sure in the Oh, I didn't come across like I was sympathetic at all, I hope. In the comment section, people have other things. I don't know. For me, the competitive integrity of the game is going to matter if you're going to participate in leaderboards. And I'll just be straight up right here. I hate the leaderboards. But let's just say what they really are. They're auctions. It's an awful system. And I know that other games have them. And I don't like them there either. They don't feel good. Nothing about it feels right. At this point, you know, I don't really want to jump into leaderboards, but I am more willing to spend more money, you know, right here, $3, kind of going throwback to my old offer review days, right? $3, 1,500 cores, you can convert, and then some training materials. You can convert these cores into shards for the new Symbiote 6 team, which they just opened up, I believe, yesterday. So I'm going to be buying this. I'm going to buy this twice. Maybe we should bring back offer review. I know yesterday when this came through, many people in my chat said, yeah, okay, I'm going to buy the pass now. I feel more comfortable with this. To me, this still seems weird that they actually had to take this long to come to this decision. I mean, outside that they needed to consult legal to see if they could get away with banning accounts that had spent this types of money. I really don't understand it. Most of this situation still completely baffles me, especially the part about VPNs and the exchange rates that were going on for perhaps years, and they didn't do anything to rectify that. That VPN issue, which I think is separate from the banning issue, still affects the leaderboards the same ways. And if there's going to be any kind of leaderboard where people are spending real money, you know, it's just, the whole thing is weird. All right. I'm going to be posting more like Crucible and War videos and things like that because I want to get back to playing the game. Holy moly. I'm tired of this. I'm really tired of this at this point. I'll probably still complain some more, but that's not the point. I am tired of it. Bye for now. Boy, the comment section is Rip Bozo. I kind of knew it was going to be. I kind of knew that the comment section was going to be Rip Bozo. I actually am kind of surprised the guy posted that anywhere, actually. I'm just kind of surprised. I don't know what this... Think about that for a second. He thought that people would be empathetic towards him. If Dossier makes videos, nobody's there. Oh, I don't think so. I actually was more worried that they weren't going to do something and then that would ruin the game. I don't believe it was a good situation for Scopely to make. One decision was worse than the other. They made the correct decision. And if they want, and any of these banned account people really want to come back to the game, and they were willing to do the top up thing, so why wouldn't they be willing to go buy an account in the secondary market and spend on that account? I mean, they have that option. That's definitely against the terms of service, but they could do that, right? Okay, go do it. Rip bozos, I know, right? All right, we're done with this game for today. I wanted to do the tower, but I'm fatigued. I'm over it. I meant that in the video. I'm just over it. Like, I don't want Marvel Strike Force to fall apart. Clearly, I won't, like I said, I won't be able to buy as many eye patches if the game does fall apart. And I need to continue buying eye patches because I have an eye patch addiction. But I want the game to thrive. I mean, my income is heavily weighted on Marvel Strike Force not taking a dump. Bricks and Big Community runs Scopeplay also. That guy, I mean, that's not entirely true. I have met one person at Scopely that had kind of that bricks and minifig vibe. I don't think in fact, I think he got promoted. He still works for Scopely, but I don't think he works on Marvel Strike Force at all. But as far as the current team at Marvel Strike Force, they don't bring that bricks and minifig energy at all. I actually, at least the people they put in front of from me, actually have some passion towards building a game that is loved and successful. And they put a good foot forward in presenting themselves as individuals that actually care. I have met one person over there that I did not feel that way. And that was somebody I met, let's say, soft launch. And I don't think they have anything to do with it anymore. Boost Evo, yep. So there's multiple times the game like that has mechanics designed people play even if they are having fun, spend when they don't want to. It's more and more than they want. People are like, yeah, of course. Yeah. And then I recently saw this even in another game where they were wrapped up on some sort of exploit and it was like, well, everybody else is doing it. And if I didn't do it, and I only did it to expose it. I mean, that's the thing I hear over and over again. Like every person that I'm going to say, well, of the handful of people that I've seen online post about when they did something, for lack of a better word, let's just say unethical. They always, they go down this road of everybody else was doing it, so why can't I do it? Or I just wanted, because everybody else was doing it, I had to do it too, and now I'm trying to expose that how widespread it was. I feel like I've seen and heard that at least a handful of times. And please understand, and I think you guys know this, I mean, I'm not like a saint or any of that shit. I mean, I'm not better than other people or anything like that. That's not what I'm trying to project here. I'm kind of a scumbag in general. And I get, and the reason why I say that is kind of what the conversation here in chat is. When the game incentivizes scummy behavior, maybe they should pivot away from making the game like that. Maybe. Leaderboards do that. You're scummy. Maybe they should pivot away from that. Because I'm not, I hate to say it, I kind of understand why people go down this path. Like, I'm not trying to justify it. I'm just saying I'm not better than them. But the game is set up that way. And, and to what percentage of the player base goes down that road is kind of set by the developers. So let's just make up numbers. 1% of the player base is going to be dog shit, borderline criminal, willing to win at all costs types of people. And then there's probably the game then pivots to a direction where that number starts to creep into compromised people that compromise maybe their own personal ethics, and that number goes from the 1% of the general population to maybe 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%, because the game is incentivizing that type of behavior. Where, and then in fact, maybe even people that normally have, ethics, like I'll give you an example. In real life, there's going to be a percentage of the population that will always steal your money, and they're out to get your money, right? But then there's a different segment of the population where if I leave this money on the ground and nobody's looking, a higher percentage of people than that other percent are going to start moving, are not going to do the right thing, right? I don't know what that even means. I'm not trying to justify it. I'm just saying I'm not a saint. Holy moly. My first like Rose, you're scubby. I'm kind of scubby. I just don't. I have a sordid past, and I 1000% know that specifically when I was out running and gunning, for lack of a better word, yeah, all of the belief systems that I was raised to have got thrown out the window. And I'm just saying that I'm not better than anybody. I really am not. How's it going, Johnny? I mean, I know, Johnny, you understand what I mean. Man, when I was out there, man, I was holy shit, man. Not a good person. No, I just started doing that last live arena season and I hated it. Philip Glass, great question, by the way. I'm gonna do it again, but the last season was the first time I pushed for it, and I can't say that I really enjoyed myself. I mean, I think I could start thinking about that. One time I found a $100 bill at a store and made me turn it in. After a week, nobody claimed it and they gave it back to me. Yeah. Yeah, I did get the 5-star soul. I have it. I'm going for the mythical materials now. Crix, yeah, we lose this one. I don't see how we win this. Yeah. Yeah, I went for the I have the 5 soul, and I'm working on right here. Nope. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. You just can go in there and there's 2 different versions of that. And I don't remember, they're worded differently. But there's one that plays out, well, here, let's go look at it. That one there, you could actually just go in and back out and you get it right away. complete. It just is, you can, as long as you load into the squad selection screen and back out, you can literally get credit for that. That there's two different versions. One says win, one says complete. But going through this, having your opponent queue, go into it, and then backing out will count for complete. Your dad, your mom. Venora, how are you doing? 6 years. Hold on. You know what's coming. Just for you. Happy birthday to Venora. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Venora.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
I almost woke Charlie up. All right. All right. Yeah. Well, I mean, I needed to let Venora know who's really the best when it comes to that. You gotta have a gentle reminder that I'm the best flutist in the world. Also, Venora, I know that you have twins and they're adorable, but boy, I can only imagine. Holy moly. I hope you had some help. Oh my God, right? Oh my God, right? Anyways, I almost woke him up right now. I guess she said that I started doing that, and she said the cat was like, he opened his eyes and then went back to sleep in the middle of that flute battle. All right, let's bring out the raid music. Oh, well, that's the other thing too. I remember when I had, I've got two daughters, and I guess my oldest is 27, and I think about, you just get it done, it's just like, we got to do it. And you do. Yeah. It's not like you have a choice. You're gonna get it done one way or another. It's just, that's why, my goodness. Hope you had some, like when we go and visit her family. Oh my God. You know what? You took all the characters I wanted to use. All right. Well, yeah, you got to do what you got to do. You have to pair no matter what. I agree. It's so worth it though. I don't know who to. I think I actually might be able to survive this because I'm running Supersonic on Fabian. So let's say their Sephi goes first. I should be able to cut in. Oh no. Is that Arbiter? You do it again, and then I should be able to get in. Yeah, that's exactly right. Supersonic for the win. Well, that's garbage. Yeah, definitely worth it. Yeah, of course, right? All right. I don't think we win this one. Predator's too strong. I got to get a lucky hit on Predator. Yeah. Wow. We're getting wrecked here. You kick ass. Yeah, you kick ass for Nora. How far do you live from Vegas? You should come visit us. Yeah, what I always think about is like a cat's parents and like how awesome it would be if they lived here or if we lived next to them. Just not even for like help with Charlie, but just in general, like doing stuff with them is great. Although I wonder if they lived in the same town, I would feel differently. Maybe I love them so much because they don't live in the same town, and we see them like once a month, and I love it. I'm like, I'll stay longer. I want to stay longer. That's how I always feel. Mm. All right. Okay. It's really warm here right now. But well, we don't live close to the strip necessarily, but we do have like a casita guest house that we make available to people that are in town. To cool people anyways. Okay. But yeah, if you want to be in the middle of it, middle of Vegas and all the party stuff, yeah, we're kind of far from that. How close to the tunnels? We're pretty far. We're 25 minutes from the tunnels. If you want to know where their tunnels are everywhere, but the main tunnel entrance that's most widely known is popular is near the Rio Casino. Yeah, September can be hit or miss. Probably hot in September. All right, that'd be great. Yeah. Awesome. Of course. Like not yes. That'd be awesome. All right. Nice. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Woof. Oh boy. I don't know if I want to open this up to. We talk about our kids. I know, right? You get to be Charlie if you want. I got to tell you though, Charlie's cuter than any of your kids. Obviously. Clearly. What is this bullshit, man? All right, let's do it like this. Get fucked. Oof. Yeah, matchmaking is wild right now. All right, I think we got this. There's no speed lead. If they're smart, they'll ban Marius. All right, I'll take it. I think I got this. I got 2 damage dealers, and then I've got some really big annoyance, and I got a reviver, yeah. Oh! Goodbye. Well, you're a jerk. Here we go. Goodbye. I think I had to lose about 15 games way out of my leg. Yeah, that's what I feel like right now. In fact, I'm going to get my 5 wins and then lose some, and then I'm gonna go do Tag Arena, try to finish up that event. We're kind of getting Charlie has the DNA to be the best mobile gamer of all time. Yeah. You know, let's do this. This is annoying. She can be so annoying. People will ban her all the time. I've noticed. I'll throw Mavar in there. Oh, wow. I don't even know what's going on here. Oh, wow. This is wild. I don't even have her geared correctly. I've kind of geared her kind of shitty, actually. Oh, boy. Yeah. Marius will gonna probably rip through that material right there. Look at that. Wow, wow, wow. What the hell is who the hell is this? Who's that character? Yeah, I don't know who that character is. I've been losing to that character a couple times now. Oh, they just buffed her recently. You know, let's just let them have it. Have fun. Yeah, I'm getting wrecked. You didn't send me the video yet, babe. Oh, Kutraxa? Well, pretty strong. Where's the damage here? Um, Predator can take this, though. Sounds like a medication side effects, including getting your ass headed to your live arena. Yeah, made things a lot easier for me. Yeah. Okay, Rousey, possibly, sure. Let's see. That'll delete him. No revive. Yeah, how do you win now with just Mikage? That's amazing. Okay. All right, then let's see. We're gonna. I'm so close to one key. Now 4 million damage away. So you're like at 66 million damage or something? Oh shit. Yeah, that could be just glyphs that push it over the top. It could be something as simple as glyphs. Okay. All right, let's open this up to um All right, we'll do a live stream here on YouTube's. Happy Saturday, everyone. We've got a little bit of stuff left to do here. I want to try to finish up Curse City on the back island. I got, what else I got? I got some tag arena to tackle. Some live arena to tackle. Action Wars I'm pretty good on. It depends on where you are using Pelops and Arena. So the Skull of Treason relic is good for HP burn, but the bosses cap the damage anyways. So it's really only like super useful PvP, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I mean, if you're using Pelops and PvP, yeah, then there's some value to that relic. Yeah, I'm not that excited about that relic, is what I'm trying to say. That relic is kind of one of those relics that maybe it'll be good, useful later, but I'm not sure how. Yeah, Mercurial really shuts down. It's not. I don't know. Like I'm not going to use it. I have it. I don't think I'm going to use that relic anywhere. I guess it could be useful in waves. Yeah, it could be used in waves, yeah. Wave content, I suppose. This is a long match. We could run into trouble here. Never mind. Predator for the win. Oh boy, Predator's so dumb. Predator's so dumb. Oh my god. Welcome in, YouTube. I just opened up the stream to YouTube. We're also been on live on Twitch for a while now. Welcome in. I normally stream Marvel Strike Force on Twitch pretty much every day. I do usually pivot to Marvel Strike Raid Shadow Legends at some point. And we are gonna tackle Classic Arena. I just did a bunch of live arena. I'll go back to that, but I kind of wanted to burn through all my keys. I've already maxed out the event that opened up last night for Classic Arena, but I haven't finished out the Tag Arena one, so we'll do that next. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to win this one. Predator's too good, man. Yep. Yeah. That's just not. Okay. Well, let's see here. Let's just do some easy wins here. How much do I have left? 4? I think it would Predator more dumber, making him counter with an A2. Oh my god. Predator. Predator's kind of bonkers. Is he gonna pop off right here? He's gonna do his oh, that's right. Fabian dropped his Let's do that. I don't think that'll be too hard. All right, well, then we'll go right into Tag Arena here now. I just need to, I'm almost done with, I guess that was like a bonus. A bonus event. I think I'm almost done with it. I got like one last item to get. I'm just going to play all of these. I guess it doesn't matter. I hear I have a friend. Woo-hoo-hoo. I'm a fan of Predator. Obviously, I'm using him. Here we go. We're going to get some kills with this. I mean, they're going to get a revive, but still, like... Yeah, Predator's bonkers, man. I mean, he can solo teams, man. He's just like, yeah, let's solo this team here. No, I did not. Cat pulled Marichka. Yeah. I mean, good for her, I guess. Send Transformers? All right. We got one left. Let's try it. I don't know if I'll win that one, but we'll try it. Oh, boy. Age of the Primes? That's sick. You got Grimlock. Yeah, I pulled a pretty good Void Legendary, but not on the order of Marichka. You got to watch that video. Dude, we're talking about, well, what if you pull Marichka? Then she does. I actually probably my reaction to it is just like I'm so pissy about it. I'm like yeah, I'm so bitter about it. Another ridiculous pull. Screw you, cat. Uh-oh, we took an L there. All right, well. Wow, cat. Really, she's better than a lot of mythicals. I should have put cat to open my shards, yeah. Yeah, I toggle between gold 2, 1, and silver 4, and I'm in silver 4, and for this type of event, silver 4 is actually pretty good. Well, you want to get into Silver 1 because that's where the sim feature becomes available. Mobile game for Transformers? Yeah, I did. They sent me a thing for a sponsored video. I don't know what's going on with it. Doll stream while playing it? Yeah, I kind of want, I mean, yeah, um, I think being, that's the thing about Raid Shadow Legends, that boosted champs, it's expensive. It's expensive. It's going to be big money, big boy money to get a boosted champ. Okay, let's refresh this list and we'll go again. Yeah, they're it's a trap. Yeah, they're a trap. I mean, it really is, I think. It's like a 6% chance when you pull the legendary. Does that make sense? So, like, if it's a 6% chance on an orb that has a 1% chance, it's 6% of that 1%, which means you need to pull like 1,200 shards at $3 a piece. You get where I'm going, right? $3,600. I think it's like, even if it's 10, but the math, it doesn't matter. The math is that you're probably, to get the boosted champ, you're probably going to have to pull like 1,000 shards of void shards, which means a lot of money. Yep, you really don't have to spend. I mean, I feel like there's some things that are good value. Hold on. Everybody finds value in different things. What I find value in is like the $10 shard thing. Right now, I've got the $20 energy thing because we're going into a fusion and stuff like that. Plus, I want to blast through Minotaur for 1,000,000 years on CVC. But like shards, no. I actually not the only shards that I think, and even though they're not worth it, the only shards that kind of seem worth it to me now are primals. And primals are just ancients, really. $30 daily thing, yeah. You can get, but as far as like fusions and events, you actually can largely get through all of that without spending any money. Yeah, I mean, you just don't have to. You just don't have to spend if you don't want to. And you can get through all the events. The problem is that the events require kind of some super sweaty gameplay and being on top of it, right? Oh, it was a 4-star chicken. All right, well. Yeah, there's a learning curve to the events and things like that, but once you've been doing it, they kind of make sense. Can I do this one on auto? I can't remember. I can do this one here on auto. Let's do it that way. All right, let's go back to Live Arena. Play that while that's running in the background. Oh, it's only 10? Yeah, there's a learning curve to managing when to expend resources, when to save, trying to come up with a value system that makes sense to each individual player on when to go hard, when to back off. That's what she said. I was doing gems, energy, and certain forage passes. Yep. I did buy predators. Yep. Now my career change doesn't really allow that. Okay, yeah. Predator was worth it if you're going to spend $40, right, on a character. Sure. I think all of those things are reasonable things. I stopped doing the forage passes. Now, I will do the forage pass when Slayer comes around because I like Slayer for a couple champions that I use. But I've actually backed off the forage passes. Gems and collab chance, that makes sense. You can get almost everything by doing that. Then I'm doing both difficulties of Doom Tower on top of Clan Boss Keys. It's been my count get better even faster. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, I should just back out of this match. If he throws up another really ridiculous, like a 6 red Crixie or something, I'm just gonna be like, that's fine. I can deal with that. A Lilith Pythion, yeah, I can do that. Right now I'm leaning towards banning Nice. 6 red Nice, yeah, get out of here. Yeah. They're not even there. This is so annoying. They're not even there. So my Fabian's going to get banned. Yeah. It's kind of a waste of time. Oh my god, this is atrocious. He does nothing. Oh, I probably should have, well, let's do it this way. Oh, yeah. That would be good. I agree. Um, oh my God, this is awful. Get wrecked. Almost gotcha. Okay, then. I don't want to play with this today. Well, that's fine. I mean, it's a reasonable strategy. I do feel like there should be a way of speeding that up if they are AFK. Oh, well, shit, I just did it right now. Holy moly, I'm an awful person, too. All right, well, no biggie. Oh, my God. That I just did it right there. That's great. Okay. That was a waste. All right, well, that was bad. Well, maybe not. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. What's up, Mogolith? I don't think I win this. $9 minutes? Oh my god. Or 30 minutes? I feel like, yeah, that's one of the longer ones. Hmm. Kage's pretty good. Save your ancient shards. S11. Which rotation is this? How can you tell what rotation this is? Mm-mm. It's not right. It's not right. All right, so we got to take her. Tila. All right, I've never really messed with her. Okay, so that's what we got to do. All right, so that's where we're at. Champions, Tila. I've never really looked into her. Tila Gormain. Obviously, I did masteries on her, and I never. Nope, there isn't. Unless you use the RSL helper while you're opening them and use the tracking system. Oh, here we got a Skull of Treason. Orb of Transfixion. Yeah, you got to track it yourself, really. Or you could just write it down on a piece of paper. Okay. Oh boy, I don't know if I want to do it that way. Let's do it. I need to know how much I actually need. All right, let's go back here to Team Optimizer. And we're going to go back to, was it 15? So I need 305. $305. $80. So I only need like 250. think that'll be enough. Speed. Hopefully that's enough. All right. Mythical boots from any dungeon, those take forever. You already spend thousands and thousands of energy for that to work. Come on. Anything but oh, come on. Anything not flat. Come on. All right, fine. Holy moly. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing that. All right, hopefully I can get through this. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Well, I guess there I do know. And then I need characters that are good in Fire Knight. And what is this? Maybe we're okay. All right, let's see. Live refresh. All right, we'll give you some good stuff here. Let's go. We'll give you some good accuracy. Let's try this. Relative to just past 100 days, there's your focus that have top 8 champions as all 6-star, big sure 2/3 keys on Nightmare and Phil more. I could take a look at your account here in a bit if you want me to. Okay, so that was not enough HP. Give me just a second. The way to do it is we have to. If you, I have to add you as a friend. So the way to do that is to join the Discord server, and all right, this is not good. All right, so the accuracy on that is whack. All right, let's redo that. Champions, Tila, optimize, stats. Let's see, let's do 350. All right, then at me, and then I'll add you as a friend. And then, but I got to give you a couple minutes. I'm trying to get through this here. Oh, do I not have anything on her? Okay. Yeah, just hit at mobile gamer and then I'll find you. I'll get out of the way. All right. Hello. All right, I added you as a friend. Very nice. Let's just see if I can get this to work. Drain can be good. And Godseeker, yeah, Drain Godseeker, that could work. Why didn't that land? Hilvy? No. I don't have, this is very restricted characters. It's a, hey, okay. Yeah, this has extremely restricted characters. There we go. That's what we needed. Yeah, this is Curse City. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Let's see. This is not gonna work. All right. I'm gonna go in and take a look. So what I'm gonna do is I'll look around, I'll poke around, and I'll try to find if where you should work, what you should work on next, if you're missing anything, what fundamentals maybe, just anything I could see. And if there's any, and then I'll make a video about it, you know, if there's, all right. I'm going to send you another screen grab. And then also I'll be cut pasting a bunch of things right in there. And that'll just be like little notes, if you will. Thank you. I'm going in. Oh, really? Yeah, I'll take a look. And then I typically make a video if I can. All right. 53. Okay, 107. Okay. All right. First thing I'm going to look at is where you're doing what you're doing up here. All right. That looks good. All right. We're going to have to. You're going to. The next area where you're going to get the most value out of developing your clan boss. There's a deficiency here. Or your arena team. Want to get you at least to gold 4 at some point. Gold 1, you might hit a wall, but this is where we want to go. Let's just look at the rest of it. You're playing enough. 96 win percent. That's great. Okay. Nice team. This is a great team. Podrick is a healer. Podrick is a healer. Podrick is perfect for Fire Knight. I would think you should do Podrick. Yeah, you're probably fine with Podrick, Pelops, and then 3 damage dealers. Multiple hits, yeah. As long as they're multi-hit characters, I don't know if you have Mikage or Farakin or... Nice. All right. You know what you're doing. Oh, okay, I just got to give you props here. You have a great start to your account. You're doing fine. I could tell you've been mindful to your account. This is who you're working on now. Yeah, you have a very good understanding of what's going on. How to count points of damage? That's a challenging question. I do not have a good answer for that. Hmm. So something you could consider doing is changing this to intimidating presence, but this is so powerful inside a clan boss. I'm not going to suggest that. All right, let's do this. I think I know the answer to your question. You were asking a very narrow question. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a list of what's good in your account. Of who to work on next. And it also depends on if you have books or not. I mean, how many epic books and how many legendary books actually matters. All right, so Geomancer is the next character for you to work on. Well, you need the books. Oh, you have the books. All right, this is extremely baffling to me. All right. Yeah, this is baffling to me, man. This is the only book that matters, this last book. The first 5 don't matter that much. 6th one, yes. 7th book, amazing. Yeah, you got to finish the books. Oh, don't do this. Hey, don't do this. Yeah, don't do this. Because this is the only one that matters. And these first 2 don't. Like, if you're gonna do the books, you gotta get to the cooldown decrease. Does that make sense? If you're gonna do the books, you gotta get all the way to the cooldown decrease. I mean, these, like right here, right? You got 1 book, 2 books, 3 books, 4 books. Those books don't matter that much. That one matters, that one matters. Same thing here. That one matters. Yeah, I feel, yeah, you get it. That's a super, your account looks really good. This can go on Tagore. This should go on Ugo. This can go on Pelops. Yeah, put this on Pelops. Yeah, no, that's not good. We're gonna put this on Pelops right here. See what this is? Wearer's turn meter increases by 10% when applying petrification. I don't know if that's the best one for Pelops. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, that's what you want to do. Yeah, you definitely want to, and then any of your damage dealers, like your damage dealers in Clan Boss need to have this. Yeah, this is not a good, okay, hold on. All right, there's some relics in here that are not good. These are not really that good. This is amazing. This is useful. Very good, very good, very good, amazing, very good, very good. Not good. So, yeah, yeah, you want to put this Book of Necratos on Tagore. Like this needs to go there. Probably, yeah. This guy needs, I would put, it depends, Arena, you want that, but this, you do not want this. That's not good. All right, that's got to go. That's fine. That's got to go. That's got to go. You got to put journal there. You got to put journal there. Yeah, so you got to play around with your relics. I do have a relic video. Let me get you a relic video real quick. I made a video about these relics. I'm doing great, Coriander. How you doing? I've got a video about relics specifically. Oh, that's not the right one. All right, this is a video about relics right here. This video right here is all about relics. Watch that. I think that's what you got to do next, is focus on relics. You've got some good relics. That video kind of goes into some of the better relics that you have in your account, why you'd want to use them. In general, I'll just go over the relics. All right, so this could be useful. This could be useful on Tagore, okay? Tagore, wears tournament increases 10% whenever one of their allies dies. Tagore has a team revive, so it's useful, right? I don't particularly care for this one at all. Don't particularly care about that one. This is an amazing relic. Pretty much any character that has healing and or turn meter, this is great. Don't like. And when I say don't like, maybe they're situationally good on some random character, but in general, they're bad. Generic, good damage dealers, fine. Long boss fight. Whoever's going to be your primary damage dealer inside of Demon Lord, they have to be able to play negative effects. You want to use Cornet's bonkers good. It's one of the better relics in the game. Pelops. This should go on Pelops right here. Accuracy, defense, plus it gives all of that. That's great. Not great. So anyways, the relics that I would consider placing is these talons are fine. That's great. That's great. That's great. And this can be useful. Like if I was to redo your account, I would put, let's say, this right here on Tagore, this one on Ugo. I would put this on Pelops. I think you're using Tholen in Arena, so maybe that's good. You could do that, or you could do that on Ezio. One of these two on Ezio. I mean, I like this one. Like, I feel like Kale should have the Talon. All right, I think I've been sitting in this chair too long. I'm going to call it. So I think for now, I would book your key champions so that you get the cooldowns, right? That's going to be huge. Tweak your relics around. Account looks good. This is a good account. Oh, I just hit a wall. All right. I am going to go because I just hit a wall. This happens sometimes when I stream. I just like, oh my God, lunch hit. And it's just like, oh my God, I'm good. So I want to thank you all for being here and say goodbye for now. See you tomorrow.
Oh, Annabelle, radiant as the dawn, your face a shining star in the firmament, yet brighter still the gentle curve you bear, a grace upon your breast, soft as morning light.